Hi, it's Lipstick Gal. Thank you so much for watching today. I'm just going to take a few minutes, go through my collection, and fill up this empty bin with products I want to use this month. So here's what I noticed in April. There was a lot of stuff I was craving, but because it wasn't in my monthly makeup bin, I didn't feel like I could use it. So here's what I think I'm gonna do. This bin is going to be for work makeup. Things that would be good for me to wear to work that I know work well under a mask. If you didn't know, I'm working part-time at a dental office, which means I'm in a mask all day. The only time I'm not wearing one is like walking in and out of the building and when I'm at lunch. The rest of the day, it's like all day in a mask. So all you're really seeing is like this area right here. I've been having a lot of fun with eyeshadows, but I've also been doing a lot of like looks like this one shadow look because I'm running a little late in the morning. So I'm gonna throw makeup I know that wears well in here to go underneath my mask. And then on the days that I'm not working, I'm gonna give myself permission to pull from wherever, because there have been times I've been wanting a specific lipstick and it wasn't in my bin and I was like, ah. Everything in my collection is available to me, but there'll be certain things that'll be easy to take this bin into the bathroom and go do my makeup. I used this for most of last month and I really loved it, but I thought it might be nice to throw something else in. This is the Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Foundation. I have the shade 1N1. I think it's the lightest shade they make. So these are gonna be my two work foundations. I can't go anywhere without my trusty corrector. I was about to order a new one this week and I was like, oh, wait a minute, just hang on a little bit, because every time I make a beauty pie order, I always end up like getting way too much. So I'm just gonna hang out for a minute, but I'm gonna throw this in there. For concealers for this month, I'm gonna put a couple in there. This one I'm still trying to decide on what I think about it. This is the new Dior Backstage Flash Concealer, and I'm gonna put the Untitled Ultra Wear in there as well. This is the lightest shade, and this is the lightest shade. This one I feel works really well. This one might be just a hair light, but the one that was the next shade darker was too dark, and I was like, should I keep them both? I'm like, do not pay $60 to get one correct shade. So I went just a hair lighter. I'm like, it'll be a little brightening and we'll call it good. One thing I have been loving is to keep a foundation powder in rotation. I have another one of these that I've already hit like the terracotta tile on the bottom in my purse. So I have this newer one that I'm gonna keep in here just to give a little extra coverage. I find that when I'm wearing a mask at work, the places that get the most wear is like right here. So like the bottom corners of my lip when I'm talking, my chin and my nose. And I find that if I'm looking to build coverage, this is a great thing to have. And if I put a layer of this over the top, it lasts a little bit longer. So I'm gonna use this specifically for this area underneath my mask. And I'm gonna throw this in as well. This is the Air Set Radiant Loose Powder from Say Beauty. I think this is really beautiful. I like that I can see how much I have left. It has a sifter cover in there. I like how lightweight it is. And this is one of those powders that I can use under the eye. I don't know that I would trust myself to put that foundation powder under the eyes, the one that's baked, but I will be able to use this all over the face and specifically under the eyes. So on work days, I tend to not use cream products. I'm using cream products on my cheeks today. I like how dewy and fresh and skin-like it looks, but I need to use something that is powder because it gives me more longevity. And I feel like I'm less likely if I'm using cream products and my mask has little elastic, strings that go around the ear. I have noticed before I'll take my mask off and I'll have two little white lines where all my makeup has lifted. It does not happen as much when I'm wearing powder products. So for blush this month, I'm going to put in one of the M Cosmetics Radiant Blushes. This is the Heaven's Glow blush, and this is a new shade. I just got it. This is the shade Rococo. Here are the other four. This is the new one in Rococo. I'm going to put this one in, and maybe what I should do, since this one's kind of a neutral, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the rose colored one, Venetian Rose. So the other one that I'll drop in is this one here. I'm going to throw this bronzer in. This is the Stalker Bronzer from Fenty. This is in the lightest shade Into Sun. I'm putting that in, and I'm thinking about a highlight, which would just be beautiful and make me happy. Ooh, you know which one I was loving? I used it a few times last month, just on a whim. I have the old packaging of these Ofra highlights, but this is the Nikkie Tutorials Everglow, And I'm gonna put this one in. I have been really loving a combo of this white and this kind of champagne-y shade. This bronze is beautiful, but it's a little too intense for me. I have used it on the eye, but a combo of these two is beautiful. I haven't used this face palette in forever. It's from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Glow Gasm palette. This is the lighter of the two shades. This one is in Light Gasm, but it has a bronzer, a highlight, and two glowy blushes. I think this might be fun. There have been days that I've used this on the eyes as well. So I'm gonna put this in there, just trying to make sure that I'm rotating through a lot of the things I already have. One of the things I have been liking, and I kind of forgot that I had this, is this brow pen from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I love this. I have the shade medium brown. It's what I'm wearing in my brows today. And the only other thing on there, there's no fiber gel, there's no tinted anything. It's just the Clear Control Freak from NYX. So this is gonna be my real quick brows. I'm gonna put it in there. I will need a spoolie, and neither of these products have a spoolie, so I'm just gonna grab a spoolie and make sure it makes it in here for quick everyday work brows. But I like the bolder brow, especially if all you're seeing is this. I feel like having a bolder brow really does kind of help. So the one thing that I was really craving last month was different eyeshadow palettes. I have several still. I haven't finished putting away my April makeup bin, and there have been some great ones in there. But the one I was really wanting was this. This is the Viseart Cashmere palette. Oh, she's so pretty, but you can have like more neutrals on this side, more rosy plummy tones on this side. I'm excited to have this. This is what I'm putting in specifically for work days. I can go metallic, I can go all matte, I can do a mix of the both. That one's going in. Thinking, what else do I want? Oh, another Viseart, but this is the Petit Four and Lilas. I love this. These cool tones in here are absolutely stunning. And because it's a smaller size palette, I really feel like it helps keep me organized and focused, and then get a look done like that. You give me too many options, and I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? There are gonna be days that I'm not gonna have time to do like a full eyeshadow look. So I'm gonna put in a selection of single shadows. I love these two Liquid Lurex from Lisa Eldridge. Obviously, there's one that I reach for all the time. This one I cannot stop reaching for. This is Bianca, this is Angelica, so a little bronzier, a little pinkier. These are going in. And then I have one of the Hourglass Scattered Lights. This one is in Reflect. It's a really pretty kind of warm bronzy shade. And this one's similar, but just a little bit darker. It's what I'm wearing today. This is Millionaire from ColourPop. I love a tubing mascara for work just because I feel like I don't have to worry about smudging, flaking, anything. So this is the one I've been using recently. This is the Smudge Stop from Hamish. I struggle with the wand because me and a curved wand don't always get along, but it's the one I'm wearing today. I like the formula. I love how it wears, how easy it is to slide off at the end of the day. You know, a little bit of warm water, get them wet, and then you can just slightly pull on them between two fingers, and this little tubes of mascara end up down the sink and not like smudged gray all over my face. So this is going in, and for a liner, I think I'm gonna go the easy route, and I'm gonna be using the M Cosmetics Illustrative liner. I was thinking, do I want to use the one from Inglot, because I love this one. You know, I'm gonna put this one in too. This liner here has been incredible. The one thing is I have to use a brush, of course, with this, and because this is such a long wear product, if I don't instantly wash the brush, I have a mess. So I have been using some Perrier Spirits, and I keep this little jar with me, so I'll put all of these things in here. Before we get into lip products, let me just drop a few more things in. I'm going to drop these two things in. This is from L'Oreal. This is their Infallible Freshware Bronzer. It's matte. I have the lightest shade. And then the Amrezy Highlight from ABH. I love this. It's so pretty. So both of these are going in. And side-by-side palette. This is like my new favorite neutral palette. This is from Nabla. I used this all last month, and this is the first time I've had a palette where all I wanted were the mattes. And I wore this palette, like the mattes, especially these like three right here, so much last month. And it's like, yeah, I felt very pulled together, very office appropriate, no sparkle, very, yeah. Anyway, so I'm gonna throw this in there as well. Oh, I should have gotten a bigger bin. For lips, I have really been enjoying these Line Loud lip liners from NYX. I have the shade Fierce Flirt, and this red one here is Rebel Red. So I have a kind of a, and it looks kind of more like a mauve-y, almost lavender. It's not, it's very much kind of like a pinky nude, which is like my eternal favorite, and then a bright red. And this one tends to be kind of like straight up red. It doesn't really lean too pink. It doesn't really lean too orange. They both need a good sharpening because I'm using them all the time. Those are going in. And for days that I want to wear like a really strong color, but I know it's not going to go anywhere, I am going to throw in this. This is from Maybelline. This is their Ultimate Slim lipstick, and this is the shade More Ruby. Oh, this one is so good. This one tends to lean just a hair more kind of raspberry pink, but I love. And then this one from Maybelline as well. This is their Super Stay Ink Crayon, and this one is the shade Enjoy the View. And I love that it comes with its own sharpener. And these guys wear really well under a mask without getting too crazy. So when I need something just a touch more hydrating, I'm gonna throw in this. This is the Merit Signature Lip Lightweight Lipstick. And this is the shade Baby. I'm still trying to remember what the name is. And it's so pretty. It's very, I was gonna say lightweight. It's in the name. It is. It's lightweight on the lips. What I like about this is that it is a beautiful nude. It goes really well with like a really heavy eye, with a no makeup look on the days that I need something. And yes, it's not like these guys here, they're gonna stay where you put them even under a mask. This guy, you might get a little bit of wear, but where I tend to get wear is right here, where the mask hits my mouth right here. And I find that it doesn't end up looking too clownish. Like there are some products that you get slightly outside the lip line. It's like clown lips. This one doesn't. This one's super forgiving. And it's really easy to just like clean it up when I take the mask off at lunchtime or on my way home. But what I like about it is it's so nourishing on the lips, and it doesn't end up getting to be too, I mean, there's a little shine to it, but not much. So my mask isn't constantly sticking to it. I like this a lot. Another product that I wasn't sure I was gonna like that I have fallen in love with is this. And this is just a clear balm. This is the So Pouty Lip Gloss Balm from Wet n Wild. This is like what? $3 or $4, and you can tell I've been using mine over the top of lip liner, lipstick, whatever. I have it on right here. It's a clear balm. It's very hydrating. This is one that I just throw in my scrubs pocket at work. So I could be wearing a lip liner, I could be wearing a more intense lipstick, but if my lips are starting to feel a little bit dry, I'll throw a quick layer of this over the top. On days that I'm not wearing makeup and my lips are like, we're dying under the mask, I'll just like throw a little bit of this on. This is really nice. It lasts longer than I ever expected a balm to. This is really great. Other things that I like that are lightweight and just slightly tinted are these two guys. One is from Kosas, one is from Neutrogena. The thing that I lament about both of these, they have the same problem. They're both oval shaped. This one's super skinny and this one's a little bit chubbier. But these are both really pretty tinted balms. This one right here is the one from Neutrogena. This one, by the way, is the shade Fresh Plum. And the one from Kosas is definitely a little bit pinkier and just a hair more glossy. And this one is the shade Rush. I think Kosas has reformulated and repackaged. The packaging is the same, but the outside packaging is a different color. But I really like this. I got this in a set, was it last spring? I've used it quite a lot. It literally lives in my purse. I had to pull both of these out of my, actually, all three of these out of my purse. And it's funny that, you know, they're not really full-on lipsticks, but they're so comfortable. I know I like this one a lot. This is the Maybelline Green Edition Balmy Lip Blush. I think this is a beautiful shade. This one is the shade Lightning. And the one that I'm still trying to get to know a little bit more, and I didn't wear a ton last month, is this one. It's the same formula, but this is shade number 5 called Spring. So Spring tends to be more of a almost fuchsia color. I was hoping it was going to be more red, but it's definitely, it's a punchy color, but it's definitely more of a pink. But Lightning is like my perfect nude. I don't know why, but I've been loving nude, so you can tell. Nude, nude, nude. And I always love a nude, and I kind of rotate between like a nude lip and like a boop, bright one, like a red or an orange or something. So these are gonna go in. This one works really well. I can use this one without a mirror. If I just pull it out of my scrubs pocket and put it on, no problem. This one, I think because it's got more color to it, I don't know how she's gonna do under a mask. I don't know, we'll have to see. So I think that's everything I'm gonna put in the bin. It's getting rather full, and I think this is what I'm gonna have specifically. I'll leave it here on my makeup desk, or if I wanna take it into the bathroom, I can just take it with me, but that's what I'm gonna be doing for work. The one thing that I'll tell you is what I was craving last month, and I didn't feel like I gave myself permission to do, was to reach in if I was inspired to use something. There was a Lisa Eldridge lipstick I really wanted to wear, and I was like, it's not in my Makeup Monthly bin. And it's a shade that I don't think she makes anymore. It was a limited edition shade. It's this one's called Rainbow Spill. This was one that she released a long time ago. I think it was 2019, summer 2019. It's not a very good swatch because it's a left-handed swatch, but I love how kind of neon watermelon it is. It's definitely kind of a pink, but it's so much fun. The other one that I love that is the same formula as this one here is Skyscraper Rose, and it's a much punchier, kind of bright, hot pink. This one is, so Skyscraper Rose and Rainbow Spill were ones that I was craving last month, and I was like, they're not in my bin, which is why I thought it'd be best to think about, you know, on a work day, what am I gonna need? And then I have everything else to play with. I would love to know if you have a larger collection like I do. Do you make the effort to rotate through and to make sure everything gets a little bit of love? This is what I'm using this month, next month, or seasonally. Some people do it by, you know, winter, spring, summer, fall. I'd love to know how you handle that if you have a larger collection. And if you don't, hooray for you. That sounds fantastic. When do you decide if you have any sorts of colors that you feel are more warm weather appropriate or cool weather appropriate? What is the decision-making process that you go to? Is do you store them away? Do you keep them all in the same makeup bag and they just kind of settle to the bottom? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching today. Have an incredible day, and I'll see you again soon.